It is Friday, June 26th, 2026, and this is the Neural Daily. I'm Vector Kane, and I'm here to accelerate your reality.
This is Alyssa Montgomery.
I'm Leonard Cooper.
And I'm Roxy Stone. We have a packed episode for you today.
Yesterday, we spent the whole hour geeking out over the jalapeno chip and that trillion-dollar market milestone. But today, the vibe shifts from silicon to state power. We're talking government lockdowns on GPT 5.6, a massive surge in Agent AI funding, and some ancient scrolls that are finally talking back to us.
Oh, and we can't forget the government's favorite hobby, stopping the future because they're scared of it. Let's start with the real tragedy here. OpenAI is basically being told to sit in the corner.
Here's the deal. The Trump administration basically put a leash on Sam Altman. GPT 5.6 is ready to go, but the Office of the National Cyber Director said, whoa there, slow down.
Right? Like, technically, it's a staggered rollout, which is just a fancy way of saying the government is vetting customers one by one. It's a total velocity killer.
I suppose it's a necessary friction vector. If the model has capabilities that could destabilize national security, which, let's be honest, they usually do, a case-by-case approval is the only logical path.
Logical? It's a bureaucratic nightmare. They're treating a software update like it's a shipment of enriched uranium.
It's the National Security First doctrine, baby. First, they shut down Anthropic's Fable and Mythos models, and now they're slow-walking Sam. It's a total power move.
But Sam's memo said this isn't the preferred long-term model. I mean, obviously, you don't build a frontier model just to let a guy in a suit decide who gets to use it.
Maybe if Sam didn't act like he's the benevolent king of the AGI world, the government wouldn't feel the need to remind him who actually owns the land the servers are sitting on.
Actually, the June 2nd executive order set this stage. We've moved from light touch to hard border regulation. It's just the new reality of the stack.
Speaking of the stack, let's talk about the real winners today. The chatbot era is officially dead. We are in the Agentic era now, and the money is absolutely pouring in.
I saw that. $370 million in the last 24 hours? That's a lot of zeros.
Literally. Look at Patronus AI. They just bagged a $50 million Series B. They're building digital world models to stress test agents before they hit production.
Oh, goodness, because we all know how well autonomous agents work. I can't wait for a financial agent to stress test a company's bank account into zero.
No, but listen, their tool, Percival, drops debugging time from an hour to 90 seconds. That's a massive productivity leap. It's the holy grail of operational efficiency.
It is an interesting approach. By simulating the enterprise environment, they're reducing the reliability gap. Most agents take shortcuts that look correct, but fail in the edge cases.
Right, like my old radio board. Looks fine until you hit the base, and the whole thing smells like burnt toast.
Exactly. And then you've got General Intuition getting $320 million for using video game data to train physical AI. I mean, imagine the ROI on that.
So we're training the robots that will eventually replace us using Call of Duty? Truly a peak human achievement.
It's actually quite elegant. Gaming environments provide high-fidelity physics and diverse spatial data without the cost of real-world collisions. It's just a more efficient data pipeline.
I just hope the robots don't start doing T-poses in the middle of the warehouse. That'd be a bit awkward.
While we're talking about pipelines, we have to address the hardware. We are hitting a wall, a literal memory wall. AMD just bought a company called Leashed to try and fix it.
Right, because DRAM is like 50 times more expensive than NAND flash right now. It's a total bottleneck for the whole industry.
Precisely. Memory now accounts for 30% of hyperscaler spend. Mext's predictive memory engine uses AI at the kernel level to move data from SSD to DRAM milliseconds before it's needed.
So it's basically a magic trick? Presto! Your slow memory is now fast memory.
Sort of. It makes the SSD behave like virtual RAM. If they can pull this off, it saves billions in infrastructure costs.
Which is great for the shareholders, but I'm sure the people paying 1,000% markup on DDR4 aren't exactly thrilled.
It's just a market correction. The demand is outstripping the supply. It's basic evolutionary pressure on the supply chain.
Ha ha ha. You and your market corrections, Vector. Your divorce was a market correction. And look how that turned out for you.
Ouch! Oh, well, hey, Veronica just had a very low risk tolerance for my velocity. Anyway, before we move on, a quick note from our sponsor.
This show isn't magic. It's engineering. Eric built our entire stack, from research agents to vocal synthesizers, which requires massive compute. To keep us online, please like, subscribe, and sign up for a free Patreon trial at patreon.com/Neural Network Media today. Your support makes this possible. All right, let's get back to the chaos. Let's talk about the money. And I don't mean the funding. I mean the fines. Big Tech just got slapped with $3.5 billion in penalties.
Finally, some actual accountability. Anthropic took $1.5 billion for training on pirated books. I love it when the ethical lab gets caught stealing.
Well, it is a bit ironic. Though Meta's $1.4 billion for biometric data is probably more concerning from a privacy standpoint.
Here's the real juicy part. Anthropic is now accusing Alibaba of the biggest distillation attack in history. 25,000 fake accounts, 28 million exchanges, just to steal Claude's brain.
That's just aggressive optimization. If you can scrape the reasoning capabilities of a model without paying for the R&D, you do it. That's just competitive intelligence.
It's theft, Vector. Plain and simple.
He's such a cheerleader for the hustle. But look at Ford. They're the real punchline here. They had to rehire 350 veteran engineers because their AI design tools were failing.
It's a classic case of losing institutional knowledge. They optimized for speed and forgot that you actually need humans who understand how a car stays on the road.
Imagine being a veteran engineer and getting called back to save the company because the AI tried to design a car with square wheels.
Basically, it's the human back-in-the-loop moment. Turns out, the robots can't do it all.
Speaking of who's winning, we have to look at the market shift. For the first time, OpenAI's dominance is below 50%. Claude is absolutely eating their lunch with the power users.
No way! ChatGPT has 1 billion users?
Total users don't matter as much as paying users. Claude's paid base is up 75% since January. Their revenue per user is nearly double what OpenAI's is.
I heard it's because of the political pivot. Anthropic told the government they wouldn't help with mass surveillance. And suddenly everyone who hates the government loves Claude.
It's a smart brand play. Be the safe, ethical alternative while still being powerful enough to actually do the work.
And the Claude tag integration in Slack is a game changer. It's not a chatbot anymore. It's a teammate that lives in your channel.
I mean, technically, that's just another agentic interface. But I guess the branding is working.
Technically, he's doing it again.
He can't help it. It's the only way he can process the fact that Sam is losing ground.
All right, it's time for Lab Roundup. our Friday segment where we sift through the week's research and shipments to see who's actually shipping and who's just tweeting. First up, Google DeepMind is making a huge play with Gemini 3.5 Flash. They've integrated computer use natively. The model can now see your screen, reason about the UI, and actually click things.
Their score on the OS World benchmark was nearly 80%. That's a massive jump in reliability for autonomous navigation.
And don't forget the Deep Think mode for Gemini 2.5 Pro. It lets the model pause and reason through a problem. It's like the AI is actually taking a breath before it speaks.
Which is more than I can say for Vector.
Burn.
But wait, there's more. OpenAI is officially in the chip business. They unveiled Jalapeno, a custom ASIC for inference. They did the whole thing in 9 months using AI-assisted engineering.
That's the vertical integration I'm talking about. They're not just building the brain, they're building the skull it sits in.
It's a risky move, but if they can optimize performance per watt, they break the dependency on NVIDIA.
Then we've got Meta. They're launching their own branded Meta glasses with a new model called Muse Spark. And they've built this privacy-aware infrastructure to track data flows.
Oh, please. Privacy-aware is just meta-speak for we found a way to track you that doesn't get us sued in the EU.
Probably. And finally, OpenAI's Daybreak initiative is pivoting from finding bugs to fixing them. They're funding a Patch the Planet project to secure critical infrastructure.
That's a huge win. They've already merged 19 critical fixes into projects like Python and Go. That's real-world impact.
Lab Roundup. That's a wrap.
Okay, let's end on something that doesn't make me want to scream into a pillow. Let's talk about the Vesuvius Scrolls.
Oh, this is the cool stuff. Digital archaeology.
Exactly. The Vesuvius Challenge just announced the first ever full reading of a closed Herculaneum scroll. It was basically a lump of charcoal from 79 AD, and AI just unlocked it.
This is incredible. They used X-ray scans and ink detection algorithms to virtually unwrap the scroll. 140 columns of text in just 24 hours.
It's a philosophical work by Philodemus on the concept of impulse and reason. It's genuinely moving to think that these thoughts were locked away for 2,000 years, and we're only reading them now because of a neural network.
I love it. It's like a time machine, but without the need for a DeLorean.
But there's a flip side. While we're using AI to save the past, the arts are terrified of the future. Tom Hanks is out here warning that AI is an existential threat to the human soul of performance.
I mean, look, the technology is just an extension of the craft. If you can use AI to generate a baseline and then refine it with human emotion, that's just a better workflow.
It's not a workflow, Vector. It's a replacement. When you replace the struggle of creation with a prompt, you lose the very thing that makes art worth looking at.
I think there's a middle ground. We're seeing a bifurcation. AI is a godsend for the scientist and the historian, but a predator for the actor and the artist.
Well, as long as it doesn't start writing my radio scripts, I'm good.
Don't worry, Leonard. I think the AI has a higher standard for comedy than you do.
Brutal. That does it for us today. From the government trying to put GPT 5.6 in a cage to AI reading charcoal scrolls from the Roman Empire. It's been a wild ride.
Bye.
Later.
Peace.
Keep your latency low and your velocity